Albert Einstein said, as you know, that the greatest invention of mankind was compound interest.
I can't even imagine where we'd be right now had we signed up at 25. I am Julie Foster, and I live in Melbourne, Florida, and I am married to Matthew Tove.
My name is Matthew Tove, and I am married to Julie. We've been with Chamberlin since 2023. I was living in St. Croix, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Julie and I met online at that time. We dated long distance for about a year, and after about a year, we decided that this is working out pretty good. It was time to take it to the next level.
We've lived together for 12 years. We actually put together a full ceremony here in the backyard. It was just as beautiful as a wedding would have been from the get-go.
Part of the driving decision was financial advice, tax advice, quite frankly, given by our advisors at Chamberlin.
I came home to the most incredible surprise of a lifetime. Was the wedding gift of a convertible Jaguar, which was my dream car from a young child. And when we pulled up, there it was in the driveway with a great big red bow.
For the last 10 years, I have been the Director of Marketing and Sales for a legal software company based here in Melbourne, Florida.
I started out as an environmental engineer. I actually was responsible for getting the first electric car charging station put into Tampa Bay, Florida, and decided to go back to school to learn all about permanent hair removal. Ready? I grew up a really hairy little kid and dealt with this unwanted hair my whole life. And now I own a practice called A Bare Necessity. There we treat men, women, younger, olders, a little bit everybody in between who wants to get rid of their unwanted hair. So what you're gonna feel are little prickles. We want just little baby prickles. I personally went through a very, very distressful divorce, ended up having to file bankruptcy. I found I was starting quite late in life to be saving money. I was a mortgage banker for 14 years and I had achieved modest success, but I did not fare well in that tidal wave that hit the Great Recession. I ended up hitting the reset button on my life at age 50 in the islands. I became a professional sailor. When Julie and I made a fresh start here in Melbourne in 2014, we were both kind of starting from scratch. You know, it was kind of like Matt and Julie 3.0 at that point. It was about 2023, I think I attended a seminar of yours at the library of all places. The education was instructive. It was presented in a way that was digestible. That's when I reached out and I said, you know, Julie, I think I found somebody that we feel comfortable with. The first advisor that we were with, I had not a great feeling. Chamberlin identified someone that was a good fit. And sure enough, when we got together with Brendan, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy, he's got it together. He knows what he's talking about. Everything I've needed from Brendan, from both personal and from my business perspective, he's right there when I need him, every time. One of the things that's been very impactful is Brendan helping us to understand the different wells of wealth in terms of where the money should be stashed for retirement, for the different stages of retirement. And we can see it. I can get on the app on my phone and I'm like, oh, cool, look at this. And we've got this here and that there, and I actually know what it means now. The education is huge. I would highly recommend Chamberlin to anybody, regardless of their level of experience.
One of the biggest proponents of our portfolio management is asset allocation. Okay, large cap, mid cap, and small cap. That's what we really focus on.
We are looking more into potentially either retiring on a sailboat or maybe just doing a sabbatical of sorts on the sailboat. And so we've created something we call our yacht fund. Thanks to our advisor, Brendan, he has set up a special fund for us that is after-tax dollars. And then at the end of each month, we just transfer it right out of our checking account and it goes into this special fund that he invests for us. It's because of the relationship that we have with Brendan that he was able to say, I understand what your goal is. I have a vehicle specially designed to help you accomplish that with minimal risk. So that was a great part of it. It was win-win all the way around. So now we get to watch it grow each month, and it gets closer and closer to being a reality. Right. Matt's already checking out boats online. We throw dinner parties because we enjoy it. We enjoy the entertaining. We enjoy cooking for people. It means a lot to me because it's a non-professional endeavor at this point. It's literally a labor of love. Your heart's in it. Matt and I often joke, one of my sayings is that I just want to paint rocks. It's one of those things that when I have the quiet time that will allow me to just enjoy life, I look forward to just really relaxing and potentially doing all of that on a sailboat.
We're both living examples of people who have bounced back from the bottom, quite frankly, and we've done so in a way that made us smarter along the way.
We would not be where we are, not just financially, but just peace of mind, calmness in heart, lack of worry.
And part of that was to seek out relationships like we have with Chamberlin to help guide and direct us so that we take full advantage of the opportunities we've been given in this next chapter of our lives.